dancers, welcome. I have had some really cool questions about tendu this week, and I understand that completely because battement tendu is a deceptively complicated dance technique to execute. It looks simple, but there's quite a bit going on, and there's a surprising lot of work, especially on that standing leg. So I'm going to demonstrate one in a parallel position. I'm on a wooden floor, and to be parallel, it means that my feet are going to follow the path on a floorboard, right straight in front, like that. Normally, when we stand comfortably, we have a slight turnout, but I'm just going to work in the most perfect parallel I can manage. And if you're not on a wood floor, you can pretend that you're on a wood floor. So I'm in this good dance posture. Everything is nice and stacked up, and especially on this working leg, I want to be really stacked up. When we're hanging out, we tend to stand in this sort of way. My favorite jazz teacher, Suzanne Sieber, calls it waiting for the bus. It's very comfortable, but we really want to be supported and fully weighted on this standing leg. So everything, the hip bone is over the knee, is over the ankle, and my leg is straight, and my foot feels like it's driving through the floor, and my hip feels like it's reaching up toward the ceiling, through my body toward the ceiling. So everything feels nice and lengthened, and my patella, my kneecap, feels like it's moving up into my quadriceps. So already there's quite a bit going on. Now I'll begin the tendu with my working leg, which will be my right foot, and it's going to massage the floor. This is very connected with the floor. I'm sliding forward. I'm reaching with the toes, crossing slightly into the midline, so my foot wants to end up in front of my belly button or my sternum. At some point, the heel will have to lift off the floor, and I'm reaching forward in a point. So here I am at the extended point of the tendu. My working leg is really reaching, that foot is really pointing. I'm showing, well, let's see, I'm in parallel, so I'm not going to do that. But the muscle work is happening in this standing leg. The farther forward my foot is, the more tiring this standing leg is becoming. I feel my hamstring, my glutes, my adductors, my quads, my feet, my ankles, my calf muscles. They're all working hard, and my balance is being challenged by how off-centered this working leg is making my center of gravity. So they aren't easy, and you can use a bar or a chair if you just want to get used to practicing this tendu. So to return it, I'm going to lead with the heel, and it's going to reach toward the floor and return back to that nice parallel first that I started from. So here, if I'm weighted on the right foot will now be my standing leg, and I'm going to use my left leg as the working leg. Everything's nice and straight, and this left foot massages the floor, reaches forward, stretches nice and straight. I really feel a stretch in my leg as it extends. I also feel the muscles in my foot working as I practice that point. Then my heel is going to return back to its nice parallel first. We practice these in class in a nice turned out position. If you have not had any technique training in how to properly turn out from the hips, don't try this at home or you could hurt your knees. But it's the same thing that we worked on in first. A little bit harder, as I do this in a turned out first, my body wants to do this to compensate between the change in my center of gravity as I move this leg away from my center. So there's more work in the standing leg and in my core, keeping everything together as I move the working leg away from the center. So the farther out, the more work it becomes. And that might be some of the difficulty that led to questioning the tendu. I hope this helped, and if you have more questions, I'm really happy to help. And I hope to see you in class. Cheers.